All right, real estate agents, if you are like me and you feel like AI is coming to get you, you're not alone. But this video, I'm going to break down to you what is exciting about AI in real estate and kind of how to take advantage, because we have among us the most biggest opportunity in technology, I think, for our industry in the last 100 years, and it's right in front of us in the next 10 years. So here's how you can take advantage moving forward in this market. All right, so let's state the obvious, right? So we know last year ChatGPT was announced, which means we can now use this AI technology in our business. And I use it on the day-to-day too, but not a lot of agents do. And so it's still new, right? And so when I think of new technology, I think about, well, in 2007 and 2010, like, etc., people said, get on video, get on video. Well, hey, it's 2023 and who's on video? Still only the top 10%. Like barely anybody has actually used the technology that we're being told to use, and it's being reflected in their businesses. And I feel like this is the time, especially as we enter the next 6 to 8 months of real estate, that we have an opportunity and some time on our hands to really learn this new technology that is growing so fast. And I feel like there's two groups of people when it comes to AI in real estate. There's the blinders on, the ones that are saying, I don't care, it's not happening, I'm just gonna do my same business. And then there's the open-minded growth thinkers who are excited about it because they understand there is so many different ways to use this technology for the better. And most importantly, it's gonna increase your efficiency. So it's not gonna replace you, but it's gonna make you kind of like a super agent. And then this group over here is just gonna be doing their same thing, but they're slowly dying so slow that they don't even notice that they're dying. It's like one of those. And so let's just kind of break down what's exciting about AI and how I'm excited to use it in my business. And there's so much more coming down the pipeline that I don't even know, but already we're using it in our business on the day-to-day and you probably don't realize it. So number one, right, is ChatGPT. That's gonna be helping you come up with descriptions. It's basically a search engine that you ask ChatGPT a question and then it pulls from Google and all the online resources into an answer for you. The more you ask questions and the more specific, the more tailored the answer is. And so I literally used this the other day. We use it for our video descriptions for YouTube. I use it for content creation too. I'll ask questions about my home buyer is facing this issue. How do I give them an answer based on 1, 2, 3? And then they spit out a beautiful result, right? And then fun fact, I have a podcast launching in January. Newsflash, that's exciting. But I need to create all the assets for it before it actually goes to launch. And so I have my ICP, my ideal client avatar, and I am asking ChatGPT. I said, okay, this is my person. This is how much money she makes. This is what her problems are. This is the solutions I have, bang, bang, bang. Create a podcast description based on this. And so it literally pumped out a beautiful 2-paragraph description of your host, Marina Tolentino, is gonna talk about blah, blah, blah. And it just makes me sound like a badass, but it pulls from what I'm telling it with my voice because it's learning. The more that I ask it questions, the better. And then because I just wanted a one-liner, I responded to that prompt and I said, okay, that's really good. Now make it shorter. And it made it into one sentence. So you can do this over and over and over in so many different ways. Obviously, sometimes ChatGPT sounds like an AI technology response, so you just have to put a little bit more of your voice to it. But the framework is there and it's really a great way to streamline your content. Instead of taking you 20 minutes to create a post, you can do it in 5. So that is step number 1. The second thing that I see in AI right now in technology for real estate is going to be in your autoresponders. So a lot of us have a CRM. If you don't have a CRM, how are you successful today? I have no idea. But your client management system, right? So a lot of people use Real Geeks, REEL Geeks, which is the CRM, and it has Robin in the chat. Robin is the AI guy who's going to be poking all your leads as they come to your website. Hey, how are you browsing today? What search and area are you looking for? What's your price range? How many bedrooms do you need? It's going to start prompting your clients for you. And if you haven't seen this in real life yet, I encourage you to go watch a demo. Our agents use it all the time and they have great things to say. I've used it personally too. And it's kind of fun. And then I'm getting the pings every time someone is responding. And then I know, oh, I got a live body on there. Let me call that person. Instead of me taking 2-3 hours a day to cold call, Robin is doing the work for me and I can just respond to those people once they've expressed true interest and they're not just window shopping, right? So that's number 2. Number 3 thing that I'm seeing is really just going to be the technology that you have in your hand, right? If you have an iPhone, you literally have a supercomputer at your fingertips. And so there's a lot of apps nowadays that you can use. So one of them, I just heard of it and I haven't used it personally, but it's called the Land Glide app, but it's every land lot and owner in America. which I don't know about you, but that's cool. And I'm sure there's a bajillion ways you can use that for your marketplace, to use market data, to reach out to those people. You can pull those farm lists, etc., etc. There was the Palm Agent 1 app, which is really cool, but that's closing costs and net sheet calculators at your fingertips. So if you're sitting with a seller at a listing consult, you can actually like MacGyver and negotiate those numbers right there in front of them. Real quick snapshot, right? Same thing. You're texting a listing, screenshot, here you go. This is your net profit. But to wrap this up, I mean, really, it's thinking about the future. I was listening to the Tom Ferry keynote speech at his Tom Ferry Summit, and he was talking about how 5 years ago, Google came out with this ad that was Google Assist. And it's where the Google Assist AI can actually book your hair appointments for you, your car appointments, book the babysitter, like everything for you based on a demand. And it's a recording of the AI voice making a phone call to set a hair appointment. And this was 5 years ago. So 2018, Google already had this technology. So fast forward today, I'm pretty sure you can start to use Google Assist, and even the Google Home programs are super cool. Alexa can do stuff like this. So moving forward the next 5 years, it's literally gonna be, and he was saying, Tom Ferry was saying this, political campaigns this year, we're gonna get phone calls from Joe Biden, from Donald Trump. It's gonna be their voice and AI having a conversation and objection handlers with you over the phone. I don't know about you, but that's number one, creepy. But also number two, just, well, if we take that same twist and okay, after political campaigns, then it goes out to the mass marketing options, right? Then that means Marina can be calling you and having objection handlers with you about buying or selling real estate. That sounds crazy, but I really feel like that could be the future of where we're going with this. So already AI can learn who you are. They can learn the inflections in your voice. They can learn the ways that you respond to things and the way that you educate your clients. Zoom is coming out with an update. I think that's basically in their privacy notice saying that they can keep all the content that you record on Zoom and use it for their own purposes. So you guarantee like AI is going to be using that information somehow. I don't know if that means we're going to be quitting Zoom and going all to Google Meets or what, but it's just a new world, right? And so just continuing to look out, the people who are developing this stuff, it's been in the works for 5 to 10 years and it's finally coming to the masses now. I think even more so from 2024 to 2030. This is the decade of efficiency, right? The era of efficiency is upon us. And so I don't think it's gonna replace agents. I think it's gonna like superpower us basically. But there's two ways you could take this too, right? So there's gonna be the people that are gonna continue to do more and just work and hustle. And there's people like me who are like, wait, so you mean I could do the same amount of volume, but half the amount of time? Sign me up for that. Sign me up for better life quality, right? 80% of what we do can be done by AI. Like literally requesting showings, asking for information from listing agents. I could be just dropping a voice message to my AI assistant and they could be doing all of this for me and sending it to the client for me. And they can even write contracts for us. Like you guys, it just gets crazier and crazier. Just getting excited about what is coming up with AI is really the future. And I think moving forward, just realizing like, okay, when websites came out, right, in the 1990s, and then 2000 came out and everyone thought that like the world was ending. It was the people who were in fear that stayed behind, and the people who adapted were leaps and bounds ahead of the rest of the marketplace. And so this is your opportunity. If you are curious about AI, now's the time to be taking AI workshops. Now's the time to be learning about new apps as they launch. Like literally just an hour a week to research, hey, what's coming up here? How can I try this out? You're gonna be steps and leaps and bounds above like the other 95% of the industry. So get excited about it. Obviously, we have our like human filter on to decide, is this a good thing for my business or not a good thing? But I think just try and play with it. And in the next 10 years, it's gonna be a mass division between the technology agents and the dinosaur agents. So just keeping that in mind. But if you guys have questions, I'll try to link below those apps that I mentioned so you can look them up on the App Store and play around with them. If we get enough interest, maybe we can do an AI workshop or a mastermind with agents who are using AI in their business today and how it's kind of revolutionized their time. But super exciting stuff. Like Canva has it now. It has like smart response where you can just have Canva write like literally letters for you. Pretty crazy stuff, but good stuff to look forward to. So I will wrap it up and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.